It's a matter of great pride, privilege and honor that the institution of Election Commission of India has successfully, freely, fairly conducted elections 15 times to the office of the President. And this is the 16th time, and we really feel very privileged and honored. So the format of today's briefing would be something as it is on your screen. So what we'll do is we'll show you the overview, election procedure क्या है, election में कौन कौन भाग लेते हैं, वोट्स की उनके वैल्यू क्या है, नॉमिनेशन का प्रोसेस क्या होगा, इलेक्शंस की लोकेशंस कहाँ होंगी, वोटिंग कहाँ कहाँ होगी, और कंडक्ट एंड रूल्स क्या हैं उससे रिलेटेड, और उसमें कुछ हम लोग नए सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के काम करेंगे वो क्या है, और लास्ट में शेड्यूल क्या है. The term of office of Shri Ramnath Kovind ji, Honorable President of India, is ending on 24th July 2022, as all of you know. As per Article 62 of the Constitution of India, an election to fill the vacancy caused by the expiration of the term of office of the outgoing President is required to be completed before the expiration of the term, which in this case is 24th July 2022. Article 324 of the Constitution, read with the Presidential and Vice Presidential Election Act, copies of which are here outside. You can also take copies. And the Presidential and Vice Presidential Election Rules 1974 vests the superintendence, direction and control of the conduct of election to the office of the President of India in the Election Commission of India. And Commission therefore, as I said, is fully geared up to discharge and perform this duty in a very, very free and fair way. जो एक्ट मैंने अभी आपको दिखाया उसकी धारा 4(3) में निर्वाचन के लिए जो अधिसूचना है वह निर्गामी राष्ट्रपति जी की पदावधि समाप्त होने से पूर्व 60वें दिन 60th डे या उसके पश्चात जारी की जा सकती है. और एग्जैक्टली इट इज वी आर फॉलोइंग दिस, इट इज आफ्टर 60th डे. एज पर आर्टिकल 54 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया अगेन, द प्रेसिडेंट इज इलेक्टेड by the members of the electoral college consisting of elected members of both houses of parliament, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and elected members of the legislative assemblies of all states, including National Capital Territory of Delhi and Union Territory of Puducherry. और यहाँ ये एक बात इम्पोर्टेंट है कि जो नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर्स हैं राज्यसभा में, लोकसभा में और लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज में, they are not part of the electoral college and therefore they are not entitled to vote. Similarly, members of the legislative councils are also not electors for the president election. Article 55(3) of the Constitution provides that election shall be held in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of a single transferable vote, and voting at such election shall be by the secret ballot. In this system, the elector has to mark preferences against the names of the candidates. तो वो किस तरह से मार्किंग कर सकते हैं? वो भारतीय अंकों के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय रूप में यानी 1, 2, 3 कर सकते हैं, रोमन रूप में कर सकते हैं, और किसी भी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड इंडियन लैंग्वेज की जो रोमन जो 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 उसके शब्द हैं उनमें अंक हैं उनमें कर सकते हैं. और ये शब्दों में अंकित नहीं किया जा सकता है. Preference has to be marked in figures only and shall not be indicated in words. The elector also has to mark many preferences against the number of candidates. While marking of the first preference is compulsory for the ballot paper to be valid, और अगर किसी वोटर ने प्रथम चॉइस नहीं दी और बाकी चॉइस दी तो उसका वोट कैंसिल हो जाएगा. एक दूसरी विशेष बात है कि वोट देने के लिए आयोग अपनी तरफ से पेन प्रोवाइड करेगा. यह पेन पहले से ही एआरओस के पास रहेंगे और डेजिग्नेटेड ऑफिसर द्वारा मतदान केंद्र में वोटर्स को मत पत्र सौंपते समय दिए जाएंगे. So they have to vote only by that particular pen. If किसी अन्य पेन का उन्होंने उपयोग किया तो मतगणना के समय उनका वोट इनवैलिड करार दे दिया जाएगा. The Election Commission, in consultation with the central government, appoints the ROs, once from the Lok Sabha and second time from the Rajya Sabha. So this time Secretary General Rajya Sabha will be appointed as the returning officer for the present election. The Commission has also decided to appoint assistant returning officers in all the state capitals, including NCT of Delhi and Union Territory of Pondicherry, and this is for making all the arrangements for conducting the poll and for transporting ballot boxes from Delhi to the state capitals where the voting will take place at the designated places, and also to bring back those ballot boxes. If in case the AROs are not, for some reason, fall ill or something, the Commission has also appointed the second assistant returning officers and will be distributing you a book in the form of a press note. What I am reading is available. This will be also uploaded. Appendix to this book gives you all the details of the ROs, AROs, their names, their phone numbers, everything. Now, coming to the place of voting, as per Rule 7 of the Presidential and Vice Presidential Election, Rule 74, poll for the election will be taken in Parliament House and in the premises of the state legislative assemblies, including the legislative assemblies of NCT of Delhi and Puducherry, and the rule provides where legislative assembly meets for transaction of business. So this is what is provided in the rule itself, and the polling is required, if required, shall take place in these places, and the list of these polling stations is also given in the appendix 2 of the book I just showed you. Now I come to the value of the votes. Value of the votes of the elected members of the state legislative assemblies combined is 5,43,231, and similarly of all the MPs combined, it is all these slides would also be given to you. I suppose they must be already tweeted and must be with you on your system. So the states is 5,43,231. MPs is 5,43,200, so almost equal, and total is 10,86,431. While the electoral college consists of MPs, who are 776, and MLAs of the entire country, who are 4,033, totaling to the voter list of 4809. So that's what is the total number. Now I come to the nomination papers. The nomination paper of a candidate has to be delivered only at Delhi, an office designated by the RO. On nomination ke, and it cannot be at any other place, it has to be only at Delhi. Nomination में proposer के रूप में कम से कम 50 proposers, 50 members of the electoral college will propose, and another set of 50 will second. They would be not common, new. So one set for proposing and one set for seconding. And an elector can subscribe to only one nomination paper of a candidate as either a proposer or a seconder. अभ्यर्थी स्वयं इसको फाइल कर सकते हैं नॉमिनेशन को, या अपने किसी प्रपोजर या सेकेंडर के द्वारा 11 o'clock से 3 o'clock तक एक्सेप्ट हॉलीडेज फाइल कर सकते हैं. एंड एज पर द प्रोसीजर देयर इज ए सिक्योरिटी ऑफ 15,000 rupees which has to be filled. There are designated treasuries, there is an RBI office, what is all provided in the booklet. This is for more for the candidates, this can be deposited. Now, coming to the electoral college again, as per Rule 40 of the Presidential and Vice Presidential Election Rules, 1974, the Commission maintains a list of members of the electoral college, as referred to in Article 54, with their correct up-to-date addresses and for the purposes of presidential elections. A copy of the electoral college is also being uploaded on the Commission's website. So anybody can see who is the member state-wise. That is all on the Commission's website. We'll be posting it. And there are certain, in this list, we will require to update it because there are elections which are taking place for the Rajya Sabha to the 55 positions, result of whom is coming before the presidential election date. It is similarly, the voter list would be updated as and when the term of these MPs happen and they will be part of the voter list. Similarly, in legislative assemblies also, wherever there are by-elections, and if the results come before the date of voting, their names would also be added in the voter list as a supplementary list, and all of that will also be put on the website of the Commission. Further, this voter list is also available if anybody wants to keep it as a record for rupees 300 at our counter which is set up in our commission, but it's available on our website as well. As regards the date of polling, candidate can authorize a representative to be present at the time of polling and at the place fixed for counting. Or this has to be informed to us in advance so that the representative can be approved. About the place of voting for the MPs and MLAs. Normally, MPs are expected to cast their votes at the place of polling in the Parliament House, New Delhi. And similarly, members of the state legislative assemblies are also expected to cast their vote in the respective assemblies. However, if there is an emergency or there is some requirement, prior approval से voting location, किसी भी voting location पर MPs and MLAs दूसरी अपने वोट को डाल सकते हैं, बट इसके लिए कम से कम 10 दिन पहले आयोग को सूचना देनी पड़ेगी ताकि उनके वोट की व्यवस्था उस चेंज स्थान पे की जा सके. To, as I mentioned earlier, the Constitution has expressly provided that election to the office of President shall be by secret ballot. The electors are therefore expected to scrupulously maintain secrecy of vote. In this election, there is no, what you call the display of the vote at all. It is to be secret. There is no concept of open voting in this election, and showing the ballot to anyone under any circumstances will render the vote invalid.